Okay folks, this will be another interesting one. We've done quite a few of these, a handful perhaps. Today is Christmas Day, folks. I'm trying to raise my spirits with these photocopier demos that I like to produce, that I'm producing for my future husband Luigi, who I really sadly miss. And I've got the Jingle Bell rock going through my head, even though I'm not in the mood for jingle bells. I'm not with my partner. It's very lonely, very sad, depressing. Okay, let's see what we have. We have here, this is from one of my photocopier bills that was paid up. Yeah, they're very good company. I recommend them. Anyway, we're photocopying this corner here. I'm just going to fold the corners up and put it into the corner of the equipment. But yeah, it's really good to have someone who does all the hard work in dealing with the manufacturer of the photocopier, because I read somewhere that dealing with this company that built this machine is a pain in the ass, is a problem. So I don't want to deal with this company direct. So that's when having a middleman can be a real good thing. I know a lot of people don't like the idea of a middleman, but sometimes a middleman in this case can be really useful, and they're a good Mitronics are a very good middleman. They do their job well, and this looks really nice. So we'll just get a close look at it. It's like a wavy pattern. So yeah, I'm really happy with the overall handling of my photocopying affairs, like supplies and service and all that. What is necessary when you have to run a photocopier. So I'm just going to leave it on 2. It's really hot at the moment, folks. But there is one thing you should never do with a photocopier, folks. We all know it's Christmas, and yesterday would have been the last day of work for a lot of people, and there would have been, I don't know if people were working on Christmas Eve, but it's Christmas time, and there's something really stupid that people do in the office around Christmas time, usually doing a party, and that is to drop your pants and sit on the photocopier. And that's not a really good idea, folks. It's really crazy. These platen glasses can only take 2 kilograms. A person weighs about 70 or 80 kilos, especially a bloke. And also the actual structure of the machine is really flimsy. It could collapse from what common sense is telling me. So you won't just have a service bill. You might have a replacement bill. You might have to pay, like for a machine like this, it's $5,000. So just for that silly little cheap thrill, you could be out of pocket a lot of money. If you have to replace the whole equipment, you could end up in hospital with lacerations. That's common sense. And even a due-in-charge service call, assuming the machine hadn't collapsed, is still a lot of money, and you could pay for it. Also, another consequence that might happen is you may not have a job. You might have all these expenses to pay for the broken or unserviceable photocopier, but you'll have a nasty look on your resume, on your reference or your CV. You won't be able to find another fucking job. So don't do it, folks. It's not worth the thrill, the momentary thrill. If the machine somehow miraculously survives and prints out a copy, and even if you don't break the glass or collapse the scanner, the glass can still flex enough so that this crashes into the glass and stuffs up the scanner which again is another service call. So, oh fuck, I got carried away. So, you know, you got to fucking think, folks, before you do. You got to use your brain. You know, you have a brain for a reason. So don't, you know, and often this activity of sitting on the photocopier could have been precipitated by someone being fucking drunk. And that's what happens. So don't drink. You know, don't get drunk. You can drink, folks. But don't get drunk. Don't fucking do a stupid thing by getting drunk. You know, you can enjoy a beer or two or a wine, you know, just a little bit of a tipple. But don't get drunk, folks. It's not worth it. It's not worth the hassle. And don't have sex with your boss or your co-worker. Don't have a flirtation. You know, you're married for a reason. You know, when you get married, it's for life. You don't interfere with other people's relationships, and you don't what's the word? Choose to be infidelitous to your spouse. I don't know what word I'm supposed to use to describe. Yeah, don't commit adultery, folks. That's the word, adultery. I don't know why I couldn't think of a word suitable enough to describe having an adulterous fling in the office. It's not worth it, folks. You're married for a reason. You got to show your spouse that you love them. If you actually do love them, you know, it's not worth it. You know, you just enjoy the office party, but don't do stupid things that are going to ruin it for yourself and other people, and for your wife or your husband or whoever you're married to. You know, you got to love your spouse. You know, you married them for a reason, I assume. But it's not worth doing stupid things at the office party, folks. Anyway, that's not what I wanted. I do think that's a little bit too big. But I'm missing someone that I really love and I really need to get in touch. And I don't have the option of being with him. But I still want to remain true to him. You know, I am remaining true to him. I don't flirt with other people. I don't do any of that shit. And I don't want to, because I love him. And I can't get in touch with him. That's the painful thing. I'm still true to him. But at the same time, I'm lonely without him and I need to get in touch. So, and I've got every reason, you could say, to want to have some kind of fling, because seriously, I don't have access to him. But I'm not interested in a fling. I'm not interested in someone else. I just want him. I just want to find him. I really, really miss my partner. Occasionally someone tries to crack onto me, but I'm not interested in them anyway, because they're not even attractive. I tend to attract ugly, horrible, disgusting type men, which is good, because at least, yeah. Now that looks really quite interesting. I don't know if this is quite what I'm after. I do think maybe I could move it across a little bit. But I really miss my partner and I really need to get in touch ASAP. But yeah, we just have to be self-controlled at the office party. I moved it the wrong direction. I wanted to move it this way. I fucked it up, folks. Or did I? Maybe we can move it across. But I really miss my partner, and it really hurts to be away for so long and not having any solution to the problem. And I'm trying to get this stuff of mine to go to air on television on the primetime news, you know, the 6 o'clock news. Anyway, that's come up looking better. That looks nicely fitted in almost. But I really need to get in touch with my other half. It is really difficult being away from him and trying to deal with the sadness and the depression that I feel being away. It really hurts, folks, trying to deal with the loneliness. Yeah, that looks interesting, except now we've got that void at the bottom there, which we didn't want. We might have to enlarge it a little bit more on the vertical. Yeah, that looks interesting. We've gotten rid of the worst of the void. We can't see much of it. We've got to maybe move it across. Maybe move it this way. Just a fraction. Yeah, that looks better. Looks like we've gotten rid of more of that. But it looks like maybe that's going to be the centre of the job, not there, maybe there. So I'm thinking we're going to leave it like that, and we're going to make this into our piece. I don't know, folks. But often when it comes to doing this stuff, my intuition knows better than I do, even though it seems like it's going to be shit. Often when I put the piece together, that's when I know that I've done it right, that it looks good. But I really miss Luigi, and I really need this stuff to go to air on the primetime news, or in other words, the 6 o'clock news as it's more commonly referred to. I think the word primetime is more of a US a US terminology, but I still like it, folks, to be honest. Okay, folks, let's see how this looks. So yeah, we'll just show you quickly before I show the artwork. This is me, it's Christmas Day. Hello, Luigi. Oh, whatever. I'm hoping it'll go to air at some stage. I know it's probably not going to it's not going to get up on Christmas Day. I have work to do with these videos. I've got to upload them to YouTube and other social media. I've got to burn them to disk, download and burn, and then distribute. Anyway, that's come up looking quite a treat. I think now we can call this demo quits.